I'm Jamie Leija, and I'm so excited to be contributing to this edition of RSGv5. This page is based off of sketch number 3, which was featured all of these amazing circles. Loved this sketch, and I was excited to get to play with it. So I saw the circles and almost instantly decided that I was going to do a sunburst design. These are fairly on trend at the moment, and I thought I would play around with it. So here I am kind of sketching out where my photos are going to go. They're going to be circular, based off of the sketch. And what I'm doing here is just placing where the sun rays are going to go. So I've sketched it out with a pencil. You've seen me do that there. And now I'm going to do all of my I decided I was going to do some stitching on this page. So I am poking holes in my background paper to make those ready for stitching. And I just used pencil and drew the lines. Now I'm going back with a ruler and poking all of the holes there. So I'm numbering them so I remember what order they go in. And I'm placing the gray cardstock underneath so that I could see where the lines needed to go. So I used it kind of as a template. And I'm drawing in the lines here the same as I did on the white cardstock background. So I numbered them because this is really helpful for me to know where things need to be placed. Makes it much simpler and quicker and easy. So I'm using the pieces that are not going to be part of the sunburst. I'm going to be using those as templates for the pattern paper triangles that I'll be cutting out next. So essentially what I decided to do was every other piece was going to be gray, and then in between there would be two different pattern papers. All of the pattern paper is from Pink Fresh Studio. I used a Hip Kit Club kit for this and really loved how all of it came together. So here I am using the leftover gray pieces as a template to then cut out the remaining pattern paper bits. And that made it really simple to do, and I didn't have to fuss or try to do math or anything like that to get the shapes that I needed. And maybe it's a tiny bit imperfect, but you know what? I think that that's okay because this is a handmade project. I don't want it to look overly manufactured. And personally, I could never aspire to a level of perfection to make this exact, so I just don't even bother. But I'm erasing all of the pencil marks now, leaving the numbers there so I know where I need to place the pieces back on, and adhering them using some Tombow adhesive, which is my adhesive of choice. And numbering them makes it really simple, quick and easy to put them back exactly where they need to be without me having to do too much thinking. So the stitch part's going to remain white, and again, just a little bit of imperfection there. I think that adds to the handmade appeal of it. And as I cut these out of the pattern paper, I alternated the pattern between the lovely floral and also a gray. I stitched off screen because that was going to take a bit of time, and I think you guys could handle not seeing the actual stitching part of it. But I used yellow crochet thread for that. So the photo I'm using for my page is a collage that I put together. So it features my cat and my dog, and they are my sunshine, so I thought that would be appropriate for a page that features a sunburst. So I made this little collage. I printed it 2 different sizes because I wasn't exactly sure what size that I needed, so I had an option there, and that was really nice. Since that was my focal photo, and honestly the only photo that I put on this page, I decided to mat it, or I decided to use this fantastic circular frame from Maggie Holmes just to make it stand out and really, like I said, the main focal point of this page. So beyond knowing that I wanted to do sunburst, beyond knowing that my photo was going to be a circle, and kind of playing along with the placement that you see in the sketch, I didn't really know how I was going to embellish this. I'm really just playing here, trying to figure out amongst the supplies that were part of that kit what I could use to embellish these. So here I am deciding that I'm going to put my title on. And instead of including my title as the, so the song goes, "You're my sunshine, my only sunshine, you make me happy when skies are gray." And I think lots of people tend to focus on the "You are my sunshine" part, but I really wanted to make this a page about how when my skies are gray, these guys cheer me up. And so since I used gray cardstock, and that was really important for me to use gray cardstock, I wanted to use that part of the title instead. So I used the puppy stickers, again, from Pink Fresh Studio, to create my title. And I really love that blue color that is part of that collection. So I'm going back and forth amongst all of the embellishments that I have. So I have some puffy stickers, I have some epoxy circles, there's chipboard. I'm just going back and forth trying to figure out my placement and things like that. So I also pulled from the 6x6 paper pad a blue grid, and I originally was going to put it on top of the gray grid, but that didn't look very correct to me. So I switched it up and moved it on top of the gray pattern paper, and I think it looks really well there. So here I am placing the embellishments, and it's just back and forth. You know, I put stuff down, I peel stuff up, I replace parts, I completely eliminate things. It's just a playing process for me to figure out what looks correct and what kind of goes along with the theme of the page. So I wanted to add the word happy there because that's also part of the song, you know, you make me happy when skies are gray. And I really liked adding the black element to this page. I love the contrast amongst kind of the softer colors and with the gray in there. And then with my embellishing, I started adding just a little bit of that kind of great orangey red. So I was originally trying to stick to the really close pink, yellow, gray, and blue with that pop of black, and then adding in the red orange made it to where I could use kind of additional colors of embellishment. So like I said, I put things down, I peel them up. It's kind of part of my process, just trying to figure out what looks good where. And so I think I'm nearly done at this point, just adding some additional enamel dots to finish this off, and fussing a bit with my title since I started it at the end. I started it at using the last letter first just to see where my placement was going to be, and then I'm just moving it over because it filled in the space a little bit better there. And I decided to stamp in the additional words on the vertical rather, just for a little bit more interest. And the last thing that I did here was add some white mist just for extra texture and depth into the page. And I really love how this turned out. And I think I followed along fairly closely to the sketch, which was amazing. So thank you so much for watching. For more of my work, you can find me at Jamie_makes on Instagram. For more sketches, be sure to check out Ready Sketch Go Volumes 1 to 4 over on craftygemsgal.com.